So today we're going to talk everything lawnmower. Has your lawnmower stopped cutting like it used to? Does it bog down? Does it vibrate? You know, kind of like your mother's little toy she's got in that drawer? Well, I got the solution for you today. So stick around and I got some tips and tricks at the end. Let me introduce you to Johnny 5. It's my Ego 56 volter. First thing you want to do is flip it up so we can get access to the blade. The blade is held on with a 14 millimeter. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can zoom in. You can see it. Focus, focus. There it is. Even with them shaky hands of mine. So with this, you're going to have to go righty-loosey. It's a little backwards because you got the rotating blade. Don't want the old bolt to come out. Now that I'm blocking this, it's very good visual here. But you're going to hold the blade against the way you're turning. Then you just twist it out. Nice and simple. Once you got the bolt all the way out, and take the blade off and check it out. Oh yeah. I recently sharpened this, so I'm not giving you much here, but there's no big gouges or anything because it's nice and purty. It is ready for some male vacuuming, as I like to call it. We took Johnny 5 off the bench there. Now all we got left here is the blade. So when you want to grab your angle grinder, I got the DeWalt, a little black and yellow, black and yellow. So what you're going to do here, get that blade. If you got a vise, you could put it in there, but you can just do it like this. Now on the flat side, you want to keep your angle grinder nice and flat. And I'm just using the stock disc, but they do make some discs that, you know, a little lighter, probably a little easier. You can get a little more workability out of it. But this thing does the job. Quick and easy. So you want to work it just nice, and you don't want to take off too much. You're not trying to cut tomatoes here. Just trying to get it sharp. So now on the angle side, I try to get a good view here. You want to grind it at the same angle that's already on the blade. There's no reason to try to make the metal as thin as possible. We're just cutting grass here. We're not trying to cut the hair off your arms. You want to mimic the grinding on the one side to the other so you have a balanced blade. That'll cause a lot of rattling and vibration as you're mowing if the blade is off balance. Once you find that angle, it's pretty easy to keep the grinder at that angle. You don't want to work the whole cutting surface so everything's nice and smooth. So you get that nice perfect cut, no bogging down, just whipping grass out of the way. Alright, so now we're to the balancing section. You can get this little blade balancer, and I got this at Menards. It was a whopping $3.99, and I'm talking $3.99. So you take the blade and you want to get it right in the center. There's grooves, so I'm assuming it works for multiple different blades. Here we go, a little movie here. We're zooming in. Come on, come in there closer. There we go. Now you can see that the blade is resting pretty even. It's got a little wiggle to it, but it's nice and flat. As we have arrived at our destination. Oh, almost a little bumpy ride here. Oh, here we go. Almost. Welcome. Welcome. After you've thrown away your vomit bag, back to the blade. As I was saying, you can see that it's nice and level, nice and balanced. Spin like a champ, no vibration. But if you were to have your blade sit like this, meaning that side is heavy. It's heavier than the other side, so you're out of balance. It's going to cause all sorts of issues. What you can do is grab the blade. Here we go. And on the heavy side, you can take a little bit off with your grinder, a file, anything just to take a little bit off. Then you're going to put it back on your balancer to make sure it's perfect, and then you can move on. Another way to find the balancing point if you don't have that $4 gem from Menards is just find a random nail lying around your shop, or you got something you can hang it from. What you're going to want to do is put the nail right in the center of the circle. See, I had it to the right there a little bit. Move it to the center, and you can use this to find the balance of the blade. And you'll see it'll just sit perfectly across. If you're heavy, it'll hang low. Does your chain hang low? Does it wobble through and fro? But there, yeah, once you've done that, you can mount the blade back on with your, 14 millimeter wrench. Most blades have guides. As you can see, the one was a half moon, the other one a circle. You want to line it up, make sure you got it going the right way there. Then you can install your bolt. Oh, shakes McGee. Strikes again. Nope, got to get the two hands out there. Yeah, once you got that, take out your wrench, crank her down. You'll be ready to do some male vacuuming, also known as lawn mowing. If you've enjoyed this tutorial and are looking forward to more of my content, please like and subscribe, and always ring the bell. Man, job done. Let me know what you think in the comments.